don't meet them online. Because if you meet them online, naturally, things go faster. You get what I'm saying? If you meet them in real life, naturally, things go slower. Why? Well, because when you meet them online, you already know they like you. You already know the next thing is a date. When you meet them in the daytime, by the way, at a drawing event, if you meet them at a work event, what happens is that you see them, you're like, oh wow, this person is interesting. Oh wow, that's pretty cool. But then you don't know if they like you. You see them a couple more times. That's already a few weeks already. And once you finally know they like you, it's been already like a month or so. And in that month, that guy has been thinking of you nonstop. He's been saying, man, I hope that girl, does she like me? And let me tell you something. When that month period of knowing whether or not you like him, that month period, he's thinking of you and developing feelings for you. That's just a fact. He's thinking of you and developing feelings for you. And when that happens,
like a ball.
Let me give you guys an example. And I'm going to say it from a man's perspective so that you guys can see what I'm talking about. If a man is looking for a woman who has the best sex skills, who is the freakiest woman in the world, and he's looking for that woman of his dream, while at the same time looking for consistency, looking for faithfulness, looking for something long-term, while wanting a freak in a sheet, let's be honest, ladies and gentlemen, is he really going to find it? Of course not. He's not mentally ready. What he wants is a contradiction with the things that he seeks for in a woman. He doesn't really understand female nature. The problem with some women that watch these videos is that they want everything. You want a man who has all the money, who has all the power, but at the same time faithful. I'm gonna piss off some of you guys, and when I tell you this, is that it's not compatible. It's just not compatible. Some things you gotta sacrifice. You gotta sacrifice some of those egoic, some of those superficial things for something real. And unfortunately, some women are not ready for that. They're not. And I'm gonna say this, and this is actually a really positive thing for you guys. The reason why you have contradicting desires is simply because of low self-esteem, right? A lot of the times we desire a man with power, a man with money, not because that's what makes us happy, but because that's what validates our low self-esteem. That's what makes us feel better about ourselves. But the problem is that validation is short-term, because that same guy, the very thing you find attractive, is the very thing that's going to keep you alone forever. So before we begin with this video, you have to look at yourself. Are you really looking for a man who appreciates you, a man of your dreams that makes you feel loved? Or are you looking for a man who can maintain a certain lifestyle? And we have to be honest with ourselves. If you're looking for that type of guy, then set proper expectations. Because when you do that, things fall into place in a much better way. Now, look, I say this, and I'm going to risk a lot of you guys from clicking off from this video. But I'm not here to tell you guys what you guys want to hear. I'm not here to win you guys over. I'm here to tell you guys what I believe is the truth and what I believe will help you and make you happier long term. Too many dating coaches out there are setting women up for failure, man. And the thing that pisses me off is that those are the ones that are the most famous. It's crazy. It's insane. It's almost like y'all want me to be toxic so that all of a sudden everyone can watch my videos, man. Anyways, man. So let's begin with the video. Now look, if you guys want to check out my t-shirts, people, look at it. This is the Mona Lisa. This is a sweater that I made myself. I painted this and I made it into a sweater. If you guys want to check out my artwork in clothing, you guys can check out my t-shirt store right here. Where's it at? Right here. There you go. Okay. There's a t-shirt store. We have a judgmental dog that I painted. And we have these are all like New York City type of theme clothing, but we also have the Mona Lisa, we also have Frida Kahlo, we have a mug. I'm gonna have to get that mug. If you guys want to support the channel and get nice clothing, you guys can check it out in the description down below. Thank you for everyone who has purchased it, and you can use a holiday code holiday25 to get 25% off. And there's a free gift for everyone, which is my audiobook about how to make a guy chase, and a chapter of my ebook using the hot and cold formula. All right, so let's begin with the video. Now look, the first one is your self-esteem will determine the quality of man you will find. If you have low self-esteem, your priorities is going to be more superficial and more based on what other people think of you. If you have high self-esteem, now what does that mean? It means that you know how to go from unhappiness to happiness, right? You know how to go from sadness to peace. But and the way you do that is through your thoughts, right? You think about the fact that maybe your mom loves you, or maybe the fact that you have a good family that appreciates you, or the fact that you're still alive. These thoughts naturally come up when you have high self-esteem and make you feel better. When you have low self-esteem, you don't have that type of thermostat, and so you rely on other things, and that might develop drug addictions. You might become a slave to male validation. You might become addicted to glamour as a way to show people how good you are, how better you are, and that will attract a guy that will create that type of reality. A guy that will create superficial happiness, but deep down you'll feel rotten. So in order to attract the type of guy that also has like high self-esteem, meaning a guy that doesn't need the validation of other women, a guy that doesn't need to be better than everyone else, a guy that doesn't need to hate you, to talk down on you, to call you name, to put you down in order to dominate you so that he can feel better about himself. How you regulate your emotions matters a lot. How the types of guys you're going to get in your life, right? So that's one thing. The second thing is that you must be social. You can't depend on a man you meet online. I'm sorry. Men online are more creepy and needy than men in real life. Men in real life that you meet are more normal. Why? Because you gotta understand, most guys that are fucked up in the head are alone. And those guys rely on online dating. Most guys that are addicted to escorts and prostitutes, they're addicted to porn. And usually that comes from self-isolation. You'll meet more normal guys where you meet at a salsa club, at a meditation club, for example, at an art event, for example, for me, right? Any guy that goes out of his way to do things in the outside world with other people are more emotionally regulated. Social interactions naturally over time regulate your emotions, right? So focus on meeting people consistently every day, and not every day, but that you see consistently, and over time you develop feelings for them. And a lot of you ladies are stuck at home because you're taking the easy route to meet people. Now, you got also have to understand these spiritual laws, right? So these spiritual laws, okay, are one. If you pray, make sure to pray for a man that will do God's will, right? And thank him for it, right? So ask God to guide your taste. Pray for that, right? If you believe in God, pray for God and ask him, God, bring a man that brings me peace. I am telling you, ladies, the right guy is not, I gotta say this, man. The right guy is not about money and power. The right guy is a guy that provides you peace. What does that mean? Well, you could be poor and still be at peace. That's just a fact. You could be sal afuera, llegó el Uber Eats, ¿ok? ¿Oíste? Fabiola, llegó Uber Eats. Sí. ¿De qué? Digo que está ahí. So pray to God and thank him, right? Say thank you for what you have brought into my life, right? And that preemptive thank you raises your self-esteem. You'll notice you feel better about yourself. And that will attract that type of guy. You should always depend on God to attract the perfect guy for you. Again, listen to me. I know the people watching this, and I'm not here to hate on Shira, man. I'm not. But it just blows my mind. Just the infatuation for using men for money. You're gonna attract toxic motherfuckers. I'm telling you, ladies, I'm telling you, you guys have to trust me on this. I know I lose a lot of followers when I say this. I get it. And I know, of course, a guy would say that. I'm not here trying to be an asshole to you guys, because I know when I say this, a lot of people get pissed off and call me Dustin when I say this, but I'm not gonna stop saying that just because some of you guys get mad. Now, if you don't believe in God, believe in manifestation. And usually the way I see it is that make sure to focus on the feeling that he's going to give you more than the visual fantasy. Meaning, When you are thinking about manifesting the right guy, don't think about how he looks. Don't think about how he dresses. Focus on the feeling. Imagine being with a guy and don't look at the image. Just notice being at peace, feeling validated, and being happy with him. That will attract exactly what you want. Because if you're fantasizing, feeling happy and at peace, who gives a fuck how it looks? Because you're already at peace. Let the universe do its thing for you. The next thing, remember these boundaries. If he makes you feel insecure, get the fuck out. Get the fuck out, right? If he makes you feel uncertain, like does he like me or not, get the fuck out. That's not the guy for you. Go for the guy that brings peace. If he doesn't provide peace, meaning you're questioning if he likes you, he's taking a long time to respond, he had to cancel, he's busy, that's a sign you're not feeling at peace. Get out, right? Don't go for the exciting, don't go for the mystery. Go for guys that are certain. And if you don't have those values, ask God to give you those values. And if you don't believe in God, imagine yourself valuing those values. That's how you attract it. You can't depend on yourself. You're flawed. You're flawed. So don't depend on your willpower to change the unchangeable. Depend on a higher power. And I'm telling you, it will work. Next thing, go slow. Once you find the right guy, a lot of y'all will get needy and creepy and want to speed things up. Delay the sex and physical intimacy. Why? This will reveal, one, a lot about you. A guy will take the poom poom, but he won't respect you if you give it up too soon. A guy will hang out with you, but he won't respect you if you're needy and creepy and you really want to speed things up. You want to speed up the relationship. Slow your hot ass down. Don't go for a relationship quickly. Don't accept his first attempt for sex. Don't say yes for the first time he tries to get you to meet his family. Go slower than he does. Why? Well, just like the law of power, stir up the water to catch the fish. Create impatience. Make him wait so that you could test him, so that you could see his true character. A man's character is revealed when he is faced with resistance, and it'll tell you so much. You just have to be willing to accept it. Meaning, make him horny. Make him want it so that you could see his true character. Just make sure not to wait too long. Because I heard some of y'all say I've been dating this guy for 6 months. I haven't given him the pum pum. He's losing interest. What? That's too much. I'm not asking y'all to bang him on the first date. I'm not asking y'all to bang the whole football team. I'm telling you guys, go slow. But slow means eventually you're going to get there. Right? Now, if you're Christian, that's a different story. If you're religious, that's a different story. Okay? That's fornication. That's a fact. But if you're not secularly religious, you can't be waiting a month. Not a month. I've heard women say they waited a whole year to have sex with a guy. It's like, that guy resents you. And what's going to happen is that guy's going to fuck you and leave you. Because he's like, yo, this bitch is playing with me. And that's just a fact. So you can't be doing that whole 6 month wait. That's unreasonable. We're not in the Middle Ages, ladies and gentlemen. So when you go slow, and this is why I say don't meet them online, because if you meet them online, naturally things go faster. You get what I'm saying? If you meet them in real life, naturally things go slower. Why? Well, because when you meet them online, you already know they like you. You already know the next thing is a date. When you meet them in the daytime, by the way, at a drawing event, if you meet them at a work event, what happens is that you see them, you're like, oh wow, this person is interesting. Oh wow, that's pretty cool. But then you don't know if they like you. You see them a couple more times. That's already a few weeks already. And once you finally know they like you, it's been already like a month or so. And in that month, that guy has been thinking of you nonstop. He's been saying, man, I hope that girl, does she like me? And let me tell you something. When that month period of knowing whether or not you like him, that month period, he's thinking of you and developing feelings for you. That's just a fact. He's thinking of you and developing feelings for you. And when that happens, the attachment you make is deeper, and he's willing to He'll treat you with more respect. And I really do believe that is that period of waiting, that period of not knowing if you like him or not. It's crucially important when it comes to creating a connection, when it comes to getting somebody to like you. If you're not able to, but you lose that first month period of knowing if they like you or not if you meet them online. That's just, it creates more superficial relationships. And once, it's almost like, I watched this channel. It's called what you call it? It's called Outdoor Boys. And the guy, what he does is he camps. He goes to in the middle of like of a snowstorm, and he creates shelter. And right at the end, he cooks. And when you watch him eat, yo, I'm telling, I swear to God, that looks good. But what makes the food good isn't the fact that he cooks good. It's the fact that he worked so much and now he's about to eat, right? And that's the thing. Sometimes y'all be doing Uber Eats when it comes to relationships because you meet them online and now they know they like you. Make that motherfucker build a shelter. Make that motherfucker suffer. Make them feel exhausted, and that exhaustion comes in that first month of them getting to know you and not knowing whether or not you like him. And over time, you give him like little looks here and there, and he's like, "Oh my God, does she like me? Does she like me?" And that comes with more respect. That's just a fact, ladies and gentlemen. That's just a fact. Yeah, I think this is something that if you do this and you're patient and you develop true self-esteem, meaning when things are not happening, you don't rush it, because when you rush it, it's because you don't know how to feel better about yourself. When you take your time like this, everything comes out exactly how it should come out. Things always come out in higher quality when you're patient and you enjoy the process. What do I mean by enjoy the process? Even when you're single, you find happiness from within. And you find happiness from within by depending on a higher power, a power greater than yourself. God, Buddha, whoever you believe, I don't care. Depend on it. And all of a sudden, you'll stop worshiping the man. All right? Anyways, if you guys want to learn more about this, you guys can check out my courses, Emotional Mastery, to develop the emotional resilience. We're going to add a section about prayer in that course. And if you guys want to check out my other courses, there's a course called The Psychological Game of Attraction. It's a course for women who are single. Natural Chemistry is a course for women who are in relationships. Nice Girl, it's a course on how to develop more assertiveness. The Feminine Woman, it's a course, it's a self-help course for women to develop more emotional strength, to develop their masculine and their feminine energy. And I sell them all in a bundle. If you guys want to check it out, just click on the description down below. Thank you, everyone, for all the work that you've done, for you guys watching my videos, because I really do appreciate the fact that you guys are my audience. Thank you. Bye-bye. Are you needy and creepy? Do you have a tough time coming across confident when you like the person? A lot of the times you just don't know what to do. You have habits and patterns that whenever somebody triggers you, you completely forget what to do the right thing. Well, guess what? I have a course for that. And it's called The Psychological Game of Attraction, Natural Chemistry, and The Feminine Woman, what I call the fundamentals. All of those courses are meant to eradicate and exercise the needy, creepy parts in you through action. Meaning, you do what the videos say, and without a shadow of a doubt, you actually get the results. You'll notice that men call you back more. Men will want more relationships with you. They're going to be the ones that are needy and creepy. They're going to be the ones that want something. They're going to be the ones that are the aggressors in trying to get a relationship out of you. But the problem is that a lot of people just watch one or two videos and completely forget that there's actually a system. Don't just watch one or two videos. Get the system either by purchasing all of them and get a discount, or purchase them individually. Because a lot of the times just watching one video in isolation, you actually miss the big picture. You have to understand why it works. You have to understand what to do next. And a lot of times my videos just can't address that. A lot of people, you see by the testimonies right here, a lot of people have done what those videos say and they've gotten results. Like the other day, I was in Mexico and they were like, "Hey, Alexis," and I'm like, "Hey, oh my God, your videos are so great." And I'm like, and she was like, "Look at my kid." I'm like, what you talk about your kid?
That's not my kid. She's like, no, no, no. Because of him, because of your videos, he's here. And I'm like, okay, all right, that's a. But I get that a lot. And ironically, that woman watches all of my videos, right? So purchase those courses, man. And if you don't like it, you actually could get a 30-day money back guarantee, right? Purchase them individually or get a discount and purchase them all by clicking on the description down below. You have the option of purchasing the one with the bonuses that obviously it's more material, where it's like I give you guys meditations. There's also other courses on how to make friends, how to master anything, or you could purchase it without the bundle, which is much more affordable. All right. And with that, you guys are able to support my channel, which will allow me to make more videos. Okay. Anyways, see you guys inside and thank you.